Assalamu alaikum friends, this is a new long film on the channel. Today I want to tell about the most beautiful cars or the scariest cars in the world. The most terrible cars or automotive horrors. Beauty is truly a terrible force. Moreover, this statement is true for various spheres of life, including the automotive industry. Designers from all manufacturers tried to create a model with a recognizable, memorable, and harmonious design. It is believed that cars with an attractive appearance are the key to successful sales, although sometimes even engineers of famous brands get into trouble by creating a model with a rather strange design. What can we say about small manufacturers? Of course, arguing about external attractiveness is a thankless and pointless task, because everyone has different tastes. Nevertheless, every year American and European auto magazines compile a rating of the ugliest models. In their opinion, every day on the roads you can see a huge variety of equipment options. Some seem attractive, some are repulsive with their appearance. Moreover, a particular car may please one person and terrify another with its design, a situation that is familiar to many. But there are a number of models that all automobile magazines, without exception, award with the title the worst. FIAT Multiplay, British motoring magazine, annually compiles its own ranking of cars with controversial designs. The leader of the top was the compact minivan FIAT, produced at the beginning of the 2000s. Moreover, Multiple is not new to becoming a participant in such anti-ratings. It may seem that all automotive publications remember the awkward minivan every time they talk about cars that are striking in their ugliness. FIAT Multipla at Autocentrum. However, from the point of view of consumer characteristics, the car is quite good. The interior is roomy and spacious. There is an abundance of light, good visibility, and a high-quality universal chassis inherited from its relative, the compact minivan Fiat Bravo. Despite successful technical solutions, the controversial appearance had a bad effect on car sales. Thus, Multipla could not find its buyer outside its native village. Therefore, the concern quickly had to prepare a restyled version with a more familiar and pleasant appearance. SMZSEA. The creation of the domestic automobile industry was included in the anti-rating thanks to the efforts of Canadian journalists who began a detailed study of the market for Russian-made passenger vehicles. In total, the publication selected 18 models, mostly from the USSR era. SMZSEA won an unconditional victory. SMZSEA Adam Auto were reference. Most likely, the authors of the publication were not aware that the miniature motorized stroller was designed exclusively for people with disabilities and could boast of much greater safety and convenience than its predecessor, the SCL machine, which did not even have doors and moved on 3 wheels. Nissan Cuba. But when compiling an anti-rating of the ugliest models of the last decade, not a single car of Russian origin was noted. Another terrible leader was born in the land of the rising sun, Nissan Cube. At Euro NCAP, journalists really didn't like the combination body elements of different geometries, round, square. However, negative reviews could not have a negative impact on sales of the Japanese. Now the third generation of Cube is being sold on the market, and the cubic lines of the body have remained unchanged. Interestingly, in 2010 Nissan was even recognized as the best car in its class. Chevrolet Corvair Ram sedan family of the American manufacturer turned out to be quite extraordinary according to the author's idea. The Corvair was supposed to become a family sedan. Then General Motors swung in the opposite direction and sports and driver's notes were added to the design of the car. As a result, the family was replenished not only with a sports convertible but also with other, somewhat unexpected relatives, a pickup truck, a van and even a minibus. Chevrolet Corvair Ram side. At Bring a Trailer, the appearance of the latest versions is especially surprising because they managed to equip them with rear-wheel drive and a very low-mounted opposed power unit with 6 cylinders. Today, cars look original and distinctive, and I don't even dare call the Corvair an ugly duckling. Toyota will this model with an awkward appearance was released in 2000 and even managed to stay on the market for the whole years. Will VI has a rather controversial body. Made in the form of a carriage, the interior is separated from the luggage compartment. The cherry on the cake was the terrible dynamics and the miniature, cramped interior. Tatra 603 Evolution definitely did not prepare humans for such design sophistication. The mutant, and there is no other way to call the model, was distinguished by 3 headlights located in the place where the radiator grille is located. On conventional cars, Tatra 603, at Motor 1, Tatra 603 was the fruit of the imagination and experiments of Czech designers who decided that putting 3 headlights in a row was a good idea. It is worth noting that in its homeland, the 3-eyed miracle was considered extremely prestigious. The roomy sedan became a model intended for party workers and directors of large industries. Nissan Juke. This compact crossover managed to appear in several ratings of car freaks, and all thanks to his awkward appearance. However, the controversial design did not have any impact on sales of the Japanese. It has been successfully sold in many countries for more than 9 years. SsangYong Rodius Korean brand managed to become famous throughout the world for several cars with an extremely controversial design. However, it was SsangYong Rodius that became the undisputed leader in the fight for the title of the worst. SsangYong Rodius. At Drive 2. Interestingly, many car enthusiasts even nicknamed the car Eurodius. He has been recognized more than once as the #1 car freak in different countries, and, one might say, quite deservedly. According to the author's idea, Eurodius was supposed to resemble a yacht. In fact, it turned out to be a sad punt with a strange birdhouse in the back. Sparrow Autoboth creations of the Swiss brand have repeatedly become the subject of discussion. For example, the 1993 Asatis received numerous accolades. The same can be said about the Alcador model, released in 2008. Sparrow Autobo. At Supercar World Hover, when creating Autobo, engineers seemed to specifically set out to produce a car with the appearance of a monster crawling out of a radioactive reactor. The model was presented at the Geneva Salon in 2010, but due to its rather controversial appearance, it was never put into mass production. Mitsuoka Orochi, a rather controversial model with an extraordinary appearance, which was included in various anti-ratings and managed to be noted in the authoritative Jalopnik and Top Gear. The word Orochi comes from the name of the hero of Japanese myths, the 8-headed and 8-tailed dragon. It is not surprising that the car looks more like a fantasy creature than a product of automobile production. But don't think that when developing the model, the Japanese consumed sake in unlimited quantities. On the contrary, the engineers managed to create a car with a unique and holistic design. However, the model turned out to be so curly that it both repels and delights. The list of cars with controversial appearance is far from complete. You can constantly add positions to it. The interesting thing is that some models are not prevented from enjoying enormous success by being freak laurels. This means that many people like the design of these cars. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Good luck to all.